All right, team, let's get started. We're diving into the AI Specialist Playbook today, and we're not messing around. We're going straight to the core of what makes or breaks an AI project. I'm talking about managing organizational and compliance risk. Get this right, and you deliver real value. Get it wrong, well, it gets expensive. This is your guide to navigating those tricky waters.
So let's just jump right in, shall we? I want to ask you one critical question. I see this trip people up all the time, no matter the industry, no matter the size of the team. What is the #1 pitfall in enterprise AI? Seriously, take a second and think about it. What's that hidden trap you've maybe even seen yourself?
And boom, there it is. The answer probably isn't what you were thinking, right? It's not some super complex technical bug or a flawed algorithm. Nope. The biggest risk is just moving too fast. It's that pressure from the top to just get something out there without taking the time to build a solid foundation. You know, we've all seen this play out. A company launches a shiny new customer service bot, but they skip the boring stuff like data governance, and what happens? The bot starts spitting out wrong info, or even worse, sensitive customer data. That foundation, you guys, it's not just about the tech. It's about getting everyone on board, having a real data strategy, and hey, maybe starting with a small win to build some confidence.
Okay, so if a weak foundation is the enemy, how do we build a strong one? Well, that's where having a good playbook comes in. Let's dig into the strategic frameworks you need to know. We're going to break down the 3 main ways you can approach this.
First up, we have the foundation approach. I want you to think of this one like you're building a skyscraper. It's all about that blueprint. You've got to be methodical, right? You focus on stability. You're pouring the concrete, putting up the steel frame. That's your data governance, your security, getting the right skills on the team. And you do all of that before you even think about the fancy stuff on the top floors. This approach is all about building something that's going to last.
All right, next is the iterative approach. So if the first one was the architect's blueprint, this one is more like being a sculptor. You're not trying to get it perfect on day one. It's built for a world that's always changing. The whole idea is to learn as you go. You build a little, you test it, you see what works, you make some adjustments, and you do it all over again. It's that classic build, test, learn cycle. This is how you stay quick on your feet and adapt to whatever comes next.
And our third model is the integrated approach. This one is just super practical. Look, AI can't just be this weird, separate thing that lives in a corner. It has to actually connect to what your company already does. So this approach is all about weaving AI right into the fabric of your organization, your existing systems, your daily workflows. The goal is to make it feel like a natural, seamless part of how you already get things done.
So the big question, which one do you pick? Foundational, iterative, or integrated? Well, here's the big secret. It's a trick question. You don't pick just one. The smartest, most successful teams I've worked with, they don't stick to a single playbook. They're flexible. They mix and match, taking bits and pieces from all 3 to create a custom strategy that actually fits where their organization is at right now.
All right, so we've got the big picture strategies down. Now let's get our hands dirty. It's time to talk tactics. Let's get into the actual game plan. A simple 4-step guide you can take back to your desk and start using immediately.
So here it is. It's a really simple but incredibly powerful 4-step loop. First, assessment. You have to take a hard, honest look at where you are right now and figure out where the holes are. Second, planning. Don't just wing it. Build a real plan with clear goals and know how you're going to measure success. Third, execution. This is the go button. You implement the plan, you keep an eye on risks, and super important, you keep your stakeholders in the loop. And finally, number 4, monitoring and optimization. You're constantly tracking how things are going and tweaking your approach. And remember, this is a circle, not a straight line. It's a continuous cycle of getting better.
Okay, we've gone over the high-level strategy and the tactical game plan. Now it's time for the debrief. And I want to tackle the 2 questions that I always get asked at this point. First, how do we actually prove this thing is working? And second, okay, great. So where on earth do we start?
And let's be real, this first question is huge. You can have the most amazing, technically brilliant AI tool in the world, but if you can't show how it's actually helping the business, that project is dead in the water. So, let's cut through the noise. How do you measure success in a way that actually gets people's attention?
The key here is just good old-fashioned discipline. First things first, your metrics have to be tied to business goals. Seriously, nobody in the C-suite cares about model accuracy. They care about reducing customer wait times by 20% or saving $500,000. That's the language you need to speak. Next, define these things from day one. Don't make it an afterthought. Then you have to track them consistently. And last, be ready to pivot. If you realize wait time isn't the real issue, maybe the goal becomes customer satisfaction. The key is to be flexible, but always be measuring.
Okay, we've talked about a lot, but none of this theory matters if you don't do anything with it. So let's make this super concrete. When you walk into the office tomorrow, what is the very first thing your team should actually do?
Here it is. The absolute first step is to start with an honest assessment. That's it. Take those 3 frameworks we just talked about, the foundational, the iterative, and the integrated, and use them like a scorecard. Grade yourselves. Where are you strong? Where are you weak? That honest look in the mirror is the only way you're going to build a roadmap that's pragmatic, realistic, and that will actually get you where you need to go.
So if you walk away with just one thing today, please let it be this. Mastering risk management, all that organizational and compliance stuff, it's not a nice to have, it is non-negotiable. It is the essential skill for anyone who wants to lead successful AI projects and deliver real, consistent value. Honestly, it's what separates the pros from the people just playing around with new tech. And so I'll leave you with one final question to think about. You've got the playbook now. You know the frameworks, you know the biggest pitfall, and you have the 4-step plan. So the only thing left to ask is, what's the very first gap you're going to look for in your own organization? Because whatever your answer is, that's exactly where your work begins.